want to share this vision that the Lord had given me. I was walking down this narrow road, and it was a little paved road, and it was kind of like asphalt road. And I was walking down it, and Jesus was holding my hand as I was walking down this road. Me and him was walking together, and down both sides of this road were my sins on both sides of it, and it was playing out like a TV picture, and the devil was trying to get me to look at my sins. See, I was an alcoholic for 20 years, and one Sunday I went to church and gave my heart to the Lord. He delivered me of that alcohol, and I never drank again. And the devil was trying to pull me back into my sin. He was trying to get me to look at what I was missing, what I had done, and trying to get me to look back at my past. But I never would look at it. I just kept my eyes on God, and God had put like blinders on me, like a horse has. You know, when they wear those blinders, all they see is in front of them. Well, the Lord had like blinders on me. I couldn't see the pictures beside me, but all I could see was the Lord. So I kept my eyes on Him. Well, this made the devil really mad, and he was getting really mad. And so he started sending down hard winds and rain and thunderstorms and disasters, and the wind was blowing like tornado winds, but it wasn't fazing me because it was like I was in a bubble, and the rain would hit this bubble and just run down the sides of it, and I was protected, and I was with God. God was protecting me. It was like a shield, and the devil was getting mad. He was trying all he could to destroy me, but he couldn't. I was in God's presence, and I didn't have no fear or anything. All that mattered was being in God's presence. I didn't care if the world was falling apart around me. It didn't matter because I was in God's presence, and I didn't want to leave it. And I was keeping my eyes on Him. And then we started walking a little bit further, and we come to this revival, and there was this pulpit there, and I walked up to the pulpit, and as soon as I got up to the pulpit, I just started preaching, and then it was just coming out like crazy, and I was giving it all I had, and I didn't have no notes to go by or anything. It was just coming out like rivers, and it was the Lord that was coming out of me. And I looked out in the crowd, and all I could see was Jesus sitting there in the crowd. He was sitting in the seat. He was watching me, and he had this big old smile on his face, and I was just preaching and preaching and preaching, and all of a sudden I thought, Jesus, why can't I see all the people out there? And he goes, you need to keep your eyes on me. And then he showed me I could see the people out there, and when I did, all this fear rise up in me, and I was scared and didn't know what to say, and I had notes there in front of me. I was going by, and I was thinking, what do these people think what I'm saying? Do they like it? Or, all this doubt was going in my mind. And the Lord, He said, you need to keep your eyes on me. And then He took the crowd away, and it was just Jesus sitting there. And I just started preaching again, and it was just coming out like crazy. And the Lord was trying to show me, it doesn't matter what's going on around you. It don't matter if the world's falling apart or your past keeps coming up. He says, don't worry, just keep your eyes on me, and you'll make it down that path. And so that was the lesson for me today, was to keep my eyes on the Lord and don't worry about anything else. And it kind of reminded me of David, when David stepped out on that battlefield to fight Goliath, and he was down there facing Goliath in front of him, and David wasn't scared, because he knew God. This was God's fight, not his fight. And all these people behind him and all the people in front of him, they were making fun of him, said, oh, you're going to die, and this little kid can't fight this big giant, and they was just all making fun of him. Even his side, even the Israelites were making fun of him. But David defeated Goliath, and I believe that day, David would have had a bucket full of rocks, he would have took on the whole army and got all of them. But we always got to keep our eyes on the Lord. It don't matter how big the giant is. Don't matter who's making fun of us or the world's falling apart around us or anything. Just always keep your eyes on the Lord. Amen.